Hello YouTube, welcome back. We're playing the Parallel Worlds Fort again, and I don't normally do this, but I have done a few times recently. If any of you watching happen to be in the Tacoma area of Washington State, United States of America, you may be interested in visiting Tacoma Games. They sell tabletop role-playing games, collectible card games, board games, polyhedral dice, etc, etc, etc. In fact, if you live in mainland United States of America, they'll mail you Magic the Gathering cards, and you can order them individually. Oh, I say. Interesting. Anyway, if it's your kind of thing, check it out. Head out there and tell them I sent you. They'll know who you're talking about. I'm that famous. Oh yeah. People have heard of me 6,000 miles away. Oh my. Amazing. Anywho, enough of this bobbins. Let's get on with the actual dwarf fortressing. Oh, hello. We've got a question from Ostat first. So, Scoundrel, has the vampire problem been sorted by locking up the offenders? Because at this rate, it's only logical to support Buckshot Brigade on getting rid of them in the volcano. We have had a few losses. To poor old Sanctum, lost his dwarf to a little bit of neck sucking, which is a problem. Presumably neck sucking. Maybe that's just a trope. Maybe that's not actually how vampires feed. Although there is a very accessible sort of artery running up your neck. Maybe they just get like a straw, like one of those things you use to pierce the top of a Capri Sun, and they just stick that through your heart and suck it up. But I feel like you're going to have a pretty hard time swallowing everything that comes out if you puncture someone's heart directly. That's gonna be squirting out pretty rapidly. Maybe you'd need some kind of esophageal tube, like a feeding tube. Okay, that got a little bit weird, and potentially it could have got a lot darker, so we're going to step back for a second and have a look at what Master Nater said. I've never used this method, but in DFHack type open-legends. It apparently does it without having to save your game. Copy it, play on the copy, retire the fortress, then go to legend modes, then type export legends all. I think I ticked the box on Lazy Noob Pack to do that automatically. So I don't know, maybe I do have the Legends file. Where would I find it if I were to hunt it? I'll tell you what, we're recording. Let's sort this out at the end. And then, or maybe in the Discord if I forget at the end. Because I have been known to be slightly bleary-eyed by the end of these things. It is 2 in the morning, so I will start to fade. And when I start to fade, I'll fade fast. Well, there are a lot of dwarves losing blood, Ostat. There's no denying that. Elate is down to sacrifice the vampires to Onget Utos Desoven. Ooh, you've even remembered the name of the volcano god. Well, what do we say? We'll take a poll on it. We'll take a vote. We'll see what the plebiscite says, and if you all concur with the execution of the vampires, we will begin preparations to do so. But I think we need a little bit of pomp and circumstance with this. What we need to do is create a temple to the volcano god first, and then, once that's done, we can sacrifice them. But now, we will answer the question. I'm going to take another poll. I'm getting pretty poll happy this evening, aren't I? I say evening, 2 in the morning. I'm getting pretty poll happy at this late hour. Let's set a new poll up. Vampires, question mark. Question mark, question mark. There we go. Response 1. Kill them all. There we go. Question 2. Keep them. Keep them. There we go. Comma. Exploit them. There we go. I know they have their uses, but as of yet I have not managed to make them very effectively used. What do we do once we've done that? Is there a third option I need to put in there? Kill them all, keep them, exploit them. Kill one as an example. I'll give a third option. Kill one as an example. There we go. Okie dokie. Right, in that case, the poll is ready. I won't give it a 3-minute duration. When the poll appears, it appears at the top of the chat, so you'll need to interact with that. I'm only going to give you a minute to answer it, because 3 minutes was unbearably long. Are we ready? The poll is starting now. There we go. That's the poll set up. It's up the top there. Good stuff. Kill some, keep some. Oh, I was there, Buckshot. I didn't read it, but I was there. I was on the same wavelength. Our alpha waves came into alignment for a moment and made a weird sort of flapping hand bird. Well, and the magma pit is very tempting. I've been very... Where I've had so many volcano fortresses, I've been very lax in sacrificing people to the volcanoes. We've done it once or twice, but after I discovered that we couldn't fling babies into the volcano, I got a little bit sour on the idea for a while. But don't worry, I'm warming up to it. Exile them to the caverns. Tidy, an interesting notion, but I think we've missed it from the list. We've only got the 3 options now. 3 options no, 3 options now. Keep the ones that know their damn place. I think, Buckshot, both of them have had a little drink. Oh my goodness. Well, kill them all won with 57% of the vote. Let's have a little look here. Report poll. We're going to ask... Oh, no, hang on. No, don't report the poll. No, stop. I'm not going to report my own poll. That's madness. Okay, I'm going to have a quick look at the breakdown of the results. How many people voted? Everybody who voted, all 4 of the people who voted for killing the vampires, which, I mean, it's a small turnout, but that's what affects democracy more than anything. Well, maybe not more than anything, but it affects democracy a lot. So in that case, what we're building down here is 7 votes, 4 for a kill. Okay, good. Thank goodness someone's there who can actually figure out the statistics, unlike me at 2:10 in the morning. Still going to vote for them all to meet Jack Ketch. What better source of sacrifices to the great volcano god Onget Utos, I can't even say the surname, Onget Utos, than sacrificing the creatures of the dam to be swallowed in holy cleansing magma. That's right. I think what we're going to do is going to listen to this very soothing dwarven song for a second and work out the execution method. What we could do is, do we want to have some kind of cage lever system, or do we want to use a retractable bridge in a section of the volcano temple? It's a lot of options, isn't it? I think the first thing is to just floor over the volcano a bit more, because once we've got it into a more manageable shape, we'll be able to do something with it. We'll also need to, if we're going to have stuff on top of the volcano, either have a tunnel coming into the volcano from the fortress, or onto the platform from the fortress, or wall the entire area off in a compound. Regardless, floor is where we start. So build, capital CF. There we go. Look at that lovely thing. Let's make this as wide as possible. Hit K a few times, pop that there, and then we'll make it as tall as possible. Do we just start building out into the middle? Or do we start walling in from the edge? To be honest, I feel like walling in from the edge might make it neater, quicker. I don't mind having a big square or rectangular hole of magma, but this sort of jaggedy, waggedy edge is not doing it for me. So we need to make this smaller, which means not pressing that key, because that would be the wrong key. Can we actually change width? Okay, I can't make it smaller apparently, so let's get rid of it and try again. Floor, there we go. K, 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 and speaking of KKK, is anyone watching Watchmen? That's really good, isn't it? I'm enjoying it. I'm having a lot of fun with that. Very good program. Well worth a watch if you haven't seen it yet. Floor, 4 squares. Mixed up there, didn't do it right. Mind you, I'm all out of time for you guys anyway, so me humming along to the music is probably absolutely unbearable. Oh, I did it again, another flipping wall put in instead of a floor. What a spam hammer. Come on. Click on it with your mouse, and then use the keyboard to... There we go, look at that. There we go. Okay, so build, capital C, floor, bingo. Okay, and then you. That looks about right. Bingo. And then we can build over here, I think, as well. Not wall. Fuck you. I want floor. Thank you very much. Where's the U key? There it is. There we go. And then do we build out? No, I'll just fill that bit in first. There we go. We're working towards a nice squared off magma hole. And who doesn't want a squared off magma hole? I know I do. Alright. Have your babies. Have your babies. And then when you're done having your babies, get on with doing stuff. I feel like our food situation's not looking good. Have we even got anyone in the kitchen cooking? No, we haven't. We need to put in some orders for meals then. How good is our cook? JMQ MEA. What? Oh, hang on. Let's try again. JMQ MEAL. Right, okay. So easy, fine, or lavish. I'm just going to check the skill of our cooks. Ooh, they're all 2s and 1s. That is not ideal. Not by a long shot. Okay. I think it's easy meals then for now. Prepare easy meals, and we'll make that a perpetual order. There we go. Now maybe they'll stop eating raw ingredients and feel a bit better. Ooh, we need to get the cocks out of the gobbler pen, don't we? We don't want our scrotum birds having their eggs fertilised, because we'll end up with billions of turkeys and no eggs. Then again, isn't there some sort of rigmarole to get them to actually hatch? They're going to get eaten before they hatch, surely. We'll see. We'll see. You prefer to catapult them into the unknown with a bridge. Interesting. Buckshot Brigade doesn't like the current Watchmen series. Oh, okay. I did not like the movie as much as... on first viewing, I watched the movie. And I like that it looks visually good, because Zack Snyder makes like really good music videos. But as a director, I feel like he may have, in fact, obviously misinterpreted the intention and sort of meaning of Watchmen. Because I read the comics again afterwards, and I was like, oh wait, that film is like a shot-for-shot recreation at times, yet somehow manages to completely fucking miss the point, which is interesting. But the TV series seems to much more be in alignment with the comics, I think, at least. Not that it has the I must admit, Buckshot, I don't think of myself as a super person, but I do watch quite a bit. I like the Marvel movies are okay. They're sort of fine as movies go. I quite like Doctor Strange, actually. That was pretty good. But they're not. I don't think they're the most amazing things ever. But I never really grew up with the characters. I wasn't really a superhero kid ever. In fact, when I was into comics, I mainly read things like Johnny the Homicidal Maniac and stuff like that. I was super into that comic. That was amazing. But what was I going to say? I quite like a lot of the TV stuff. Legion is a really good TV series. I enjoy Watchmen, which in fact the woman who plays the FBI agent in Watchmen is also one of the heads of the organisation in Legion. What else have I know we've talked about this before, haven't we? But there's a few standout superhero things that I do like. But I can't call any films to mind right now. I mean, if you want to watch, and I know I've said this before as well, if you want to watch what I consider to be the best superhero movie, I would say check out Super, directed by James Gunn. That is pretty good. It's kind of like Kick-Ass, but I would say, in my personal opinion, better. Anyway, where were we going? The world needs more fictional folk music, says Elate. I don't think I can argue with that. I think need is a strong word, but I think the world would benefit from more fictional folk music. Just more music in general. But not the sort of... I don't know why, but I really... successful music doesn't seem to... I mean, financially successful music doesn't seem to push my buttons. It doesn't tickle me. I'm not a fan of... I don't know why, but I'm not a fan of anything popular. If it's wildly popular with everyone in the world, I'm going to look at it and go, why? Why do you like this? It doesn't make any sense to me. But hey, that's just me. Oh no, it's not just me. There's obviously a lot of other people out there like that, but I don't know them. Well, I know some of them. Floor. There we go. There we go. Let's do that. Excuse me. Hopefully the cushions muffled that as it escaped from me, but my God, it was strident and probably fragrant. I hope they absorb the brunt of that as well. They probably won't though. No doubt I'll be pulling my t-shirt over my face in a moment. Okay, let's let them build that next little bit of floor, sorry. No wonder I keep building walls. I can't even tell the difference myself. There we go. Are they going to start coming out of granite blocks? We have made a hell of a lot of granite blocks, haven't we? Is granite magma safe? Oh, hello. We've got some panicked-looking dwarves running around from down here. What's going on down here? Nothing, apart from dwarves standing in the river. Presumably going for getting fish. And presumably as well to eat. Let's put some more flooring in. Excuse me with my itchy eyes and my tickly nose. Okay, we'll get that built out. Wait for them to finish that. I'll keep looking at the old chat. I agree, Elite. Doctor Strange was good, yes. I mean, obviously, I'm now weirdly in a recursive way just agreeing with myself because you're agreeing with me. But yeah, Doctor Strange, I enjoyed. Did you even have a dwarf named after you in this Fortress Buckshot Brigade? That's a good point. I don't know if we have a Buckshot Brigade. While they're building that, those of you in darkened rooms, please protect your eyes because we're about to move to a mostly white screen. Are we ready? Brace yourselves. 3, 2, 1, go. There we go. Let's see if there is a Buckshot Brigade in this fortress. Sort by has nickname. That one there. There we go. We'll get rid of the has nicknames. 23 of them now. Oh my goodness. Almost the peak viewership of this stream. And then let's look for somebody interesting. Excuse me. I know you're a fan of the ranged, so let's find our best ranged weapon operator. Mark's Dwarf, I think. Oh, look at that. The best Mark's Dwarf in the fortress doesn't have a name yet. What do you think, Bucky? You reckon low laws for you, or is that no good? We're under assault by fish. Oh my God. The carp's going to stand up. It's not going to be good. Oh. It definitely was a different one, Buckshot. He likes that. That's good. There we go. So, set nickname. Hopefully your name is under 16 letters. Otherwise, we're going to have to play some funny games to get it to fit. Buckshot Brigade. So, there we go. Commit. Is it going to work? Bingo. You're in. So, now we've got Buckshot Brigade, NATO Christian, Druidsmead, Exonerated. Oh, yeah, of course. That's the guy who we had the trial for. Ayland, Buttermut Squash, Elite, Fuzzy Logic, Guy Incognito, Shock Treatment, Johnny 5, Cupo Clakery, Curso Macho, Orchimedes Panzerbeard, Perilous Plutonium Jesus, Rando 303, Red Ruino, Schmelly Orc, and Tidy. Is Fuzzy in tonight? I don't know if I've seen him in chat. Probably is. He's more than likely in. Hope so. Hey, what's happened to the door on the pen? Why have all the llamas started spilling out? We should probably milk and make cheese, shouldn't we? JMQ. Milk animal. Make it a perpetual order. And then we also want to make cheese. Cheese grommet. There we go. They haven't validated the prepare easy meal order. Do we have a manager? Is our manager dead? Oh, fuck. The manager died. Well, let's see who we've got who's any good at it. Who's a good manager? Nobody. Nobody in the fortress is a good manager. That's quite disappointing, to be honest. Oh, hello. Did that... No, it just... No, okay. I'll leave it vacant for a second. Or... Oh, sorry, I've left you on Dwarf Therapist. Convenient, though, because I'm just about to go back there and have a look. I do apologise. Let's just go and have a quick look. Where is it? Dwarf therapist, over here. There we go. So, what we want is somebody who's a good manager. So, let's sort and see who's the best. Who's the best? His name is Betty. Oh, if you've seen Kung Pao and you think it's good, let me know. That's a lot of nuts. Aban. Aban is already our bookkeeper, and I don't want to put two roles on top of the same dwarf. And the next best one is Lawbam. Lawbam Bridge Handle. 103-year-old tanner. Let's check their labours, make sure they haven't got anything impressive on their plate. There are only other tanner other than that legendary one. But you know what? I don't think there's going to be a whole shitload of tanning to do, so I am going to make Lawbam Sazirush our manager. While we're here, I'm going to disable those labours. Disable those labours, sir. There we go. Commit. Bingo. Okay, right, back to the nobles and administrators of Shammanoram Cabnal. Hello? Pressing the wrong button. Okay. Press the correct buttons and everything will go fine. Absolutely fine. At this point, I just don't trust Scoundrel's ability to adequately control any situation. Not that it is to say anything can go pear-shaped in this fort, but still. Yeah, I'm suspecting pearness. Definite pearness. And do distinguish that from penis. I'm not expecting penis. Well, none beyond my own, honestly. Right, manager. There we go, manager. And what was the name of that person? Shit. It was Lawbam. Lawbam. So we'll search. I'll put in L-O-R-B. There they are. Lawbam Sazirush, the tanner. You're going to be our manager because you are going to be the person most likely to succeed at it. Let's have a look at this lad. Needs a decent office, decent quarters, decent dining room, 2 chests, 1 cabinet. Right, let's get some chests and cabinets on order. Chest. Wooden chests? I think we can probably do rock chests, right? Where are the rock chests? No, you can't do rock chests. Oh. Huh. What's a bogsosh chest? Oh, it's from a musical instrument. Okay, don't worry, don't worry. Sorry for coughing into the mic all the time. I do apologise. In that case, let's make it out of wood then. Fuck it. Let's order 20 of them because I'm sure they'll have uses elsewhere. I'll also order up some cabinets. Rock cabinets can definitely be made. There we go. Oh, for fuck's sake, just go straight there. There we go. Rock cabinet. Excellent. We'll have 20 of those as well. What else was needed in the noble screen? What does Schmeliot want? Chests, cabinet, weapon rack, armor stand. We should have weapon racks and armor stands available. Schmeliork's the mayor. Oh no, he's the vampire. That's right, that's right. Oh, he's already got some stuff in his office. He's already got a table, chair, all that kind of bobbins. Oh, someone's been taken by a Fey Mood, a woodcrafter. Okay, is this one of the ones that puts you up to a full level skill? Makes you a legendary dwarf? Let's follow them and find out what happens. Okay, you go claim that Craftsdorf workshop. That's great. And then we'll follow you again. Off to get some wood. Oh, we need to chop some trees down. Don't let me forget that. Oh, and we've got shitloads of beds to place as well. That's good. Okay, we've got wood. Got cut gems. We obviously need more bins. Have they started their construction? Oh my god, they built 250 beds. You fucking mad lads. Okay, he's begun his mysterious construction. That's great. Let's go up to the surface and cut more trees down. Let's look in this top corner here. Designate tree cutting. Auto chop dashboard. Hello. Okay. We'll chop from whole map. Select from left to chop in specific burrows. Auto chop off. Designate now. Undesignate now. Toggle burrow. Current logs 25. Mark trees 0. What does auto chop do? Okay. Set the min and max logs. Okay. 80 logs, then 100 logs max. I actually do want to skip some fruit trees just to get some booze brewed. Actually, this is a pretty good way to act. Oh, if only I'd known about this before. Skip edible product trees. Okay. Maybe we could get some gathering going on to build up a food stockpile. Don't worry, they'll get chopped down eventually. We have to piss off the elves, but I want to exploit them first, at least. This should be good. Actually, let's go back into that. DT, auto chop dashboard, no limit. Unlimited chopping. Yeah, let's get out there. Do some chop chop. Let's have a look at chat. Let's see what's going on over there. Auto chop is like auto butcher for trees. Oh, there's an auto butcher as well. That's true. The Dwarven Artificial Intelligence is pretty buffoonish. There's no doubting that, Buckshot. Hello, J3 Bizback or Jebizback? Welcome to the stream, regardless. I'm not quite sure on the pronunciation there. You might need to nudge me in the right direction. Oh, look at that, we've got something. Jeb, that makes it easy then. Hello, Jeb. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. You haven't even said anything good about the stream yet, but your presence is appreciated. That's what I like. Press Z, then animals, then Shift B. Let's have a look at this item first, and then yes, Amenophiz, I will take a look at Auto Butcher. I'm interested. Let's try and learn something. Nil Ril Nol Nol Nil, the Woodcrafter, has created Dougal Gasol, a birchen ring. He offers it to Cryptbeards. Birchen ring? Yeah? Alright. Let's have a little look. The Parity of Breath. It's worth 26 grand, so it's not that bad, but let's have a look. Oh, boring. 1 second. Got a little bit of gas to get rid of here. This is a birchen ring. All craftsdwarfship is of the highest quality. It is decorated with birch and encircled with bands of cushion red zircon cabochons. It's a ring made of wood. I'm surprised it's worth 26 grand. Maybe to an elf, am I right? Am I right? Of course I'm right, elves suck. We're trying to juggle catching and murdering 2 vampires. Well, they're caught. They're caught. There was... I opened the doors to allow something to happen, and one of them rushed out and killed someone, so... That's mainly the reason we're killing them. I mean, I know they're useful, but chat has spoken, we held a poll, there was a vote, and democracy brought the axe down upon them. Well, not yet. We're not going to cut their heads off, we're going to drop them in the magma. But, you know, the axe is a good metaphor. Let's have a little look here. Oh, I'm glad you're glad to be here. Here we go. Just another beast to handle. There's plenty. Careful having your drink stockpile too close to your kitchen. I almost killed by my last thought by cooking all my wine. I've disabled the cooking for all the wine and stuff, so that's good. We had a weird situation once where a forgotten beast was going through our wine stockpile and it was full of wine skins. And did we? I can't remember if we killed it or not, but basically boiling wine steam filled up the corridors and scalded all my dwarves, but I think it killed the forgotten beast as well. I could be wrong on that though. Someone might remember better than me. Someone will almost certainly remember better than me. Last fort, I took a 1x1 embark zone on a volcano with 3 trees total and no arable land. Master Nature. Oh my goodness. Death by booze is an honour. It's almost as dwarvy as dying in a mining accident. Right, back to the surface. They've built some of these floors now. Let's get more floors done. Let's fill in these bits. go. That can go there. Made out of granite blocks. My God, we've got so many granite blocks. Not of wall. Why does it default to floor? Wall, sorry. I want floors. We'll wall it off in a minute. Come on, game. Don't force by hand. There we go. Granite blocks. No more walls. I want floors. There we go. No, that's the wrong direction. Shit. Oh well, we'll just... Oh, I'm going to just press escape. Fuck it. Let's do it properly. Do it the way I intended to. Something else I've been watching recently. I've just I started a while ago watching an anime called Dr. Stone, and I just recently started catching up with it again. It's pretty good. I mean, it's not the greatest anime ever made, but it's a fun idea. I quite like it. It's got sort of tones of MacGyver in it. Imagine the sort of... oh, fuck! I was going to say imagine a post-apocalyptic Guyver, but it... Guyver? MacGyver. Sorry. Guyver. Post-apocalyptic Guyver sounds awesome, though. Sounds amazing. David Hayter is actually in the Guyver movie. The voice of Solid Snake. Metal Gear. Guyver. Let's put that floor in like I was supposed to. Build, capital C, F. There we go. There we go. Bingo. Granite blocks. And again, it's putting on walls. I want floors. There we go. Let's get those granite blocks in. That lot can get built. And we'll let the fortress tick along for a little while. Once that's put in, we can put our temple and our magma forges on the top of the magma. Although I could tap the magma lower down, couldn't I? I could build a proper magma workshop downstairs and fill it from the magma spire. We only really need to put the temple on the surface. We do also need to wall it all in. That's an important factor. If we wall it all in and put a roof on it, then nobody can get in. Excuse me. Fucking Guffmaster. How often have we encountered forgotten beasts? Not on this one, to be fair. Not any yet, but we have had a few turn up. Some fortresses get them more often than others. Steam trap. Has that ever been tried? As I understand it, steam... I have tried a steam trap. In one of the early Cryptbeards forts, I had a magma moat and a water moat that met each other, and it made steam. Sadly, that fortress was going on at about 2 frames per second, so it never really got tested fully. However, I think on that occasion, somebody in chat did mention that steam doesn't actually hurt dwarves. Or I could be wrong, like water steam at least. Because I'm fairly certain that the wine steam was hurting people. Wow. That... okay. Definitely it was wine steam with an M. With an M. There we go. Good. Just to avoid any misunderstandings. Oh, I can't build that there yet. Oh, poo. It'll fit in there though, won't it? Lovely. Oh, we're finally running out of granite blocks. I say finally like I was looking forward to it. We are running out of granite blocks. There we go. 83 of the buggers though. I mean, come on. We're doing pretty well for granite blocks. Okay, that's going to get built. Let's catch up with chat again. I have a countess who demands catapult parts, says Jeb. So my current fort is based around catapults and I think I need a backup. We should really get a ballista going, shouldn't we? That was a lot of fun last time. We did lop off a lot of limbs with it. It hasn't happened in the last couple of fortresses actually, Boxshot. It hasn't happened in the last couple of fortresses, but I'm sure there'll be forgotten beasts eventually. At year 40, says Master Nato, my world killed off all the mega beasts and entered the age of heroes. Alright, well we started in 1050, so we're only in the second year of the fort. Holy shit. Oh, have they needed? No, they've still got 3 more blocks to place, don't worry. Hello, Royal Star-Lord. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. Fended off any murder hobos yet? Well, by murder hobos, I'm going to assume for now that you mean weir creatures. Not in this fortress. Although if you meant another form then of murder hobo, then do let me know. Do let me know. Right. Just a few more bits of floor, and I feel like we squared off enough to start putting some walls in. So, capital C, F. We might need to wait for some more granite blocks, but that's okay. Now we know we have a target, and the vampires are going to end up in the magma. We don't have to rush. We can take our time. We can take our time. Oh, and by the way, Royal Starlord, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. They were probably talking about mist. Mist makes happy thoughts. Magma mist in the nursery makes me happies. Skinless babies are tough little critters. I believe you've mentioned this skinless dwarf phenomena. Like magma misting dwarves can burn off their skin so they don't feel pain. Although it does mean you've got like a fortress full of little Freddy Kruegers running around, right? And I mean, who wants that? Who wants that? Oh, apparently Druid's Mead. He says it is a goods thing. A good thing. If we make a ballista, sure, Buckshot, sure. I mean, you've got the highest marksman skill in the fortress at the moment anyway, so I think we'll see what happens. Weir llamas. Oh, they spit as well. Yuck. Last time, our fortress eventually fell, although I kind of gave it up to them. It fell to a combination of weir pandas and weir squirrels, which sounds a lot cuter than it actually was. Build, capital C, floor, and then we just do this little bit here, and then I think that's enough to get cracking. Actually, not quite. I want to also do a floor here, all the way across there, and then floor again, all the way across there. Bingo. Looking a little nicer. And then maybe we'll think about walling it in. Master Data says, I should be the siege ballista. I have a whopping kill count, including the elf diplomat himself. Oh, hello. Let's have a little look. There's an Imgur link. Let's have a look at the picture. Remember, kids, pandas only eat bamboo because they're too slow to catch and kill something to eat. That's could be true. Could be true. I mean, have they tried giving pandas steaks? That might raise their libido. You never know. Oh, shit, I got distracted. I'm not sure what I'm doing. Let's pause. Alternatively, lock the kids up in tiny rooms with relatively harmless animals, and your children get free fighter training. It's called Doggo Daycare. Oh, I didn't know about that. Oh, yes, I was going to click on that link, wasn't I? Oh, I can just hover on it. Oh. I can't read the text, though. Let's click on it so it opens in a browser. Elvish Scum. The flying silver ballista arrow strikes the diplomat in the left hand, and the severed part sails off in an arc. The flying silver ballista bow strikes the diplomat in the upper body, bruising the muscle and bruising the heart through the flax plant fibre robe. Very nice. The diplomat looks sick, bruising the guts. Hits him in the lower body, so it hit him in the hand, the upper body and the lower body. So presumably he was he put his hand up and went, no, and tried to present his smallest possible profile to the ballista bolt, but actually lined up all of his internal organs for a perfect skewering. I like it. And he does a lot of vomiting and retching, but that's okay. He's an elven diplomat. I mean, surely he's used to that by now. Every time he looks in the mirror, he must throw up. I know I would if I was a fucking elf. Disgusting creatures. Burn them all. Let's have a little look here. I'm getting rather tired myself, so I'll be leaving now. Thank you for the stream, Scoundrel, and good night. No problem, Ostat. You have a good night's sleep. You are, after all, in a much more advanced time zone than I, so I can understand you being a bit tired. I'm not sure how much longer I'll manage to carry on, to be honest. We've been doing 40 minutes since the break, so we're now in extra time, overtime. Once I start slurring my words and feeling a bit drowsy, that's when we start calling it time. Also, we do need to look up for someone to raid at the end of the stream. I'll have a little look now, just quickly. They are omnivores, and yes, there have been cases where pandas have violently mauled people, and in some cases even killed them, and various animals they've been able to get their paws on. So they're literally just too lazy to go and get a good steak. Or not, I don't actually. I just imagine where pandas live, steaks are not easy to come by. Well, beef steaks. Beef steaks at least. So I'm just looking at the Twitch here to see. Oh, there's 71 people watching Dwarf Fortress right now. We are but a small slice of that pie. Cupo's streaming, so we may give him a little raid. There's Ox2 with 3 viewers. There's me, apparently with 22, and then presumably the rest of the streams aren't in English because they're not showing up in my feed. Well, it's either Cupo or this Ox2 fellow will be raiding at the end of the stream, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Jeb's thinking of making a simplified version of a Minecraft shotgun. Okay. Let me just get the browser open. Oh, I might have to look at that later. Let me just save that image on the desktop so I can figure out how that works. Oh no, don't save it in your Blender folder with all the textures. That's going to cause problems. Desktop, there we go. Lovely. Right, so where were we? We were making the music start again. That's where I was. And getting into the game. They're still bears. Oh, that's interesting. I wasn't actually 100% certain that a panda bear was a bear. Like, is a koala bear a bear? Because I don't think it is. A koala bear is a marsupial, which I think is very distinct from the bear family. They just look like bears. I thought, yeah, exactly. They're not bears. And I thought pandas might be in that same sort of situation, called bears, but not actually bears. But apparently they're bears. I mean, maybe what we should do is kill 2 birds with 1 stone and just get a polar bear, paint some black on it, and see if that will have sex with the panda bear. And then we'll have pandola bears. And all of their problems will be solved because the polar bear DNA will make them go hunting and they can live on the mountainsides and be happy. There we go, that's a good idea. I think that might actually work. Panda are definitely bears. I've seen one up close. It has large claws and sharp teeth. Trust me, says Virtual Spaceman. Welcome back, Virtual Spaceman. Thanks for joining us again. And I'm willing to believe. I'm not willing to believe. I believe pandas are bears. There's enough backing it up in chat, and they look bearish, anyway. They just look a lot different. But I for one, support this idea that was mooted. I don't know who this genius was who came up with the idea, but yeah, let's get pandas and polar bears fucking, because they've got skill sets that can benefit each other. They've got skill sets there, and then maybe we'll just put them into one single species, and therefore breed them into a completely intertwined family tree. Nobody goes extinct. It's great. In fact, a man lost his leg in China a while back when he and the locals tried to run it out of their village and the wild panda assaulted him. My goodness. Usually quite timid, but every now and then they decide to maul someone who doesn't take them seriously. Well, if they were getting a bit more jiggy with it, if they weren't going extinct from ennui, well, it's not just, that's not exactly what's happening, obviously, but they weren't a bit more proactive about spreading their seeds about, then I think people would take them more seriously. Where were we? We were playing Dwarf Fortress, weren't we? That's what we're actually doing. I would guess that panda and polar bears can breed, right? I mean, when you say sexually compatible, I'm not sure they're going to, swipe in the right direction. Oh man, I got with my girlfriend before online dating was actually acceptable. It was still a bit weird, and so I don't even know which way you swipe. But yeah, I don't know if pandas and polar bears are going to look at each other and go, "Hey, how you doing? Would you like to have a little bit of a in the old?" I don't think that's going to happen. But whether or not they can actually breed with each other, I think so. If fucking lions and tigers can be interbred for ligers and tigons, I'm pretty sure that panda bears and polar bears. Because I think like grizzly bears and polar bears can crossbreed, and it happens in the wild kind of thing. I'm fairly sure that's a thing, because as I remember, like grizzly bears and polar bears are actually very closely related, and I don't know. I can't remember. When I was a kid, so this may be outdated. This was probably from the late 80s or early 90s, this information. But I got a photo book out of the library about bears, and I remember them saying that polar bears and grizzly bears are essentially the same animal, just polar bears have adapted a bit more for the Arctic climate. But that may be out of date or just flat wrong. Polar bears and grizzly bears can make growlers, and I think they remain sexually viable. Yeah, I think I saw that on Reddit recently as well. I think so. And Elite says grizzly bears and polar bears are the same species. That might be right. The liger is not sexually viable. No, that I'm aware of, but which is a shame. But there you go. Oh Christ, we've had migrants turn up while we're sitting here having sexy bear talk. Ooh, that doesn't normally happen outside of certain establishments. It does seem to be a little outdated. They've only been split a short time though. Ah, okay. Dogs are all basically one species. That's the thing. It's just a really weirdly like human-guided breeding program that's made dogs look like the way they do. Polar bears are more or less a subspecies of brown bear. Well, there we go. There we go. Real bear talk. I was going to say guaranteed, but I cannot guarantee you if you return to this stream you will hear bear talk. Right, let's unpause this and see how our migrants are. How be our migrants? It looks like there's a few of them coming. We'll find out how many in a minute. Although I think it does make sense for me to go down to the sleeping floor and pop some beds in this dormitory, because we are going to be having trouble sleeping everybody in this fortress. Although now I've got 250 beds in play, I mean, essentially we're always going to have available beds. Oh crap, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Let's pop that there. Ignore that one. We have to sort that column of beds out. There we go. Oh, we've got to put more graves down as well. They completed the order for 50 graves. Let's get those in place. After the beds, though. There we go. Come on. Hurry up, game. There we go. Bingo. And then if I put another bed in there, and we click on that one, remove it. Cool. Build bed. Bingo. In there. Got a bed in all these rooms. Good. Can I put doors in? How many doors have we got? We've been really producing doors very slowly. We still got fuck all doors. What's going on? I have spent quite a good portion of this game paused though, so maybe that has more to do with it. Am I? Oh, okay, the game doesn't want to let me to use the mouse right now, so... No, don't designate. Build doors. There we go. Lovely. Let's place all the doors we've got down on the bedrooms. And any more? Nope, there's no more doors. And then go back up to the coffin area. And place all the coffins. Build burial. No, that's not build. Build burial receptacle. There we go. And then we just pop in another row of coffins. Coffins. Lovely coffins. It's nice how an influx of new visitors to the fortress prompts me to do the important things, like put coffins down. Coffins and beds. The two most important places a dwarf will ever recline. I was going to say in their life, but if you're reclining in a coffin in your life, then maybe you might want to splash out on a slightly nicer bed. I can't imagine coffins are super comfortable. I mean, they've got that padding around the edge, but it doesn't look particularly thick. I think I'll stick with my memory foam mattress, thank you very much. Oh, someone's become a cook, that's nice. Let's have a little glance over at chat. Check Auto Butcher, you are correct. I have forgotten to check Auto Butcher. Let's go to the animal stock screen. I think that's what you said, wasn't it? Animal screen, and then auto butcher is not a prompt on the screen. Have I gone to the wrong place? How old is this for? It started in 1050. No, yes, 1050. So it's about 2 years old. There is. Yes, Virtual Spaceman. The thing is right up. The magma's right up near the surface. There's only 1, maybe 2 Z levels beneath it. So we may actually have to put a lower floor in to utilise the magma. But it's fine for throwing people in. We might not be able to put workshops on that platform, but we can build a temple with a sacrificial hole. A sacrificial hole in which we will insert some vampires. Buckshot says, the polar grizzly hybrid was first encountered in 2006 in the wild and was shot by a hunter. In fact, the situation was rather serious as the authorities were trying to figure out whether or not it was a grizzly bear or polar bear because of its appearance sharing aspects of both. And if the bear had been adjudicated to be a grizzly, the hunter could have faced a possible Canadian $1,000 fine and up to a year in jail. Are polar bears not more endangered than grizzly bears? Or is that not how that tagging system works? I would have thought you'd have got in trouble for shooting a polar bear, but not a grizzly bear. Then again, what do I know about Canadian law? And thus, the most subsequent polar grizzly hybrids have actually been discovered by various hunters. Well, you'd expect that, because they're the people who are out there actually looking for animals and stuff. Or, you know, sneaking about enough in the things for bears to maybe get close enough to be seen. If you're reclining in a coffin, you're likely to be reclining in magma soon in this fort. That's true. I do not like the vampires. Not in this fort. Shift B. There we go. Shift B. Bonk. Ah, okay. Okay. All races plus new. Only new races. Okay. View in columns. Show total stop target. F kids. Not the best phrase. Enter the desired maximum of female kids. Sure. Sure. Okay. Let's see if we can figure this out. Let's have a little look. Polar bears are man-eaters. You're allowed to defend yourself. Oh, I see. I see. So, oh, okay. Okay, well, that makes sense. Although, I mean, apparently the only bear that tastes any good, as far as I am aware, and I don't know a lot about this kind of thing, but the only bear that really tastes any good for eating, obviously. Why would you taste it without eating it? Who's licking bears? Don't answer that. I know who's licking bears. Well, in general, as a group, not specific people. Different bears. Is the bears that live in this area of like basically just blueberries everywhere, and they just eat nothing but blueberries for years, and apparently they've got blue meat, which is interesting. Small tutorial. Okay, this is good. Config all races plus for a silly 20 of each male and female kids and adults to prevent silly things. And press W and also A. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, that's the moral of the story. If you want to live on this planet, don't eat people. W and A. Because I don't want to kill everything. That's the thing. I want to keep my llamas and my turkeys, my scrotum birds. They need to remain alive. So will that work? When the list gets populated, go back to the screen and configure each race. Oh, I see. W and A. So W is start auto watch. A start auto butcher. Okay, well, I'll start. Oh, shit. Oh, I did it. Shift B, wasn't it? Yep, there we go. So, W. Okay, yeah, that's good. Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, so, llamas. Okay, we want 5 female kids, 1 male kid, and we want 5 female adults and 1 male adult. That looks right. So 19 butcher orders. Oh my giddy goose. Turkeys, 2 male. So that's basically keep it at the current levels, isn't it? Okay. We don't want any male kids. Actually, we do want one. We do want one. How do I change that? Kids, F adults, M adults, toggle watch, set whole row, remove butcher orders, butcher race. What's butcher? Okay, I see. Butcher the race of creatures. Can I press enter on them to? Let's have a look. Someone said something. I know what you feel, Tidy. What the hell is this screen indeed? This is the auto butcher, apparently. That's why you configure all the races before starting it. Okay, sorry, we come out of there for a second because let's unpause it for a sec. There we go. Things move. And let me pause it. Go back to the butcher screen. Shift B. And then how do I change this? I've got auto butcher off. B for remove butcher orders. Ah, it's per row. Okay. Cats, dogs, ducks. There we go. So, we don't want any of these. So how do we configure the set whole row? Desired maximum for all subtypes. 0. There we go. There we go. Turkeys we'll come back to. Pigs. We don't want pigs. Too much faff to muck around with. So we're going to set the row 0. No, not 0 point hash. There we go. Llamas, we'll come back to them. Guinea fowls, we don't want any guinea fowls. Those can all go. 0. There we go. Geese. Nah, they have horrible mouths. So we'll set that. No geese, please. We're only interested in scrotum birds. No ducks. No ducks at all, please. Shift R, not Shift B. Thank you. We want to keep some dogs. We don't want cavies. Here we go. And we don't want blue peafowls either. Because a peafowl will ruin a pool very quickly. Sorry. There we go. So that's going to basically butcher all those animals that we don't want. And then only new races. If I set that to 0, does that mean anything new that turns up in the fortress gets killed? And then, so we come down to the ones I want to keep. So cats, 2 female adults, 3 male. That seems like a reasonable thing. Dogs we want maybe more of because we can use them for various things around the fortress. But for now, this seems fine. 5 adults, 5 females, 1 male, a couple of kids, 4 kids or so. That's good. Llamas. So, I mean, that's good as well, really. That's what I want. But now if it's auto-butchering everything that turns up, I'm happy. So is that how it works? Have I set that up relatively well? Basically, keeping the llamas and the cats, dogs, and scrotum birds, and we are killing everything else. Is that what I've said? There's also the possibility that the fabled McFarlane's bear killed in 1864, which was assumed to be an extinct species with various sightings after, which though none were confirmed, could have actually been a polar grizzly hybrid, which could place their discovery of the first polar grizzly hybrids in the 1860s, although there's also suggestions it might have been a surviving example of the short-faced bear, as well as legends of Bergman's bear, which has led to various different theories. Wasn't the short-faced bear absolutely fucking enormous though? That's like an Ice Age bear. It's, as I understand it, the short-faced bear was just gigantic. ranging from being a unique species to surviving megafauna to being polar grizzly hybrids among the most popular. I think that the short-faced bear genes are still out there in living bears. Except you're going to kill 9 male kid llamas. Yeah, I know, but let's keep those male numbers small. You can't milk males. Although, apparently, the milk of the male livestock is more valuable than the milk of the females, if you get what I mean. You have 10 max number 1, so 9 going to get set to butcher, excuse me. Oh, you can shear males. That is a good point. Maybe we'll keep a few of them. Let's go in there. How do I set the initial M kids? Lowercase m. Let's just kill 5 of them. We'll stick it to 5 maximum. In fact, let's keep the maximum at 10 and then they'll get butchered when they grow up, won't they? Female 2. There we go, and as soon as they grow up they'll get killed. I think. I'm assuming the numbers are correct. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. More meat and hide if they grow up. Yeah, exactly. So don't kill them when they're kids. Kill them when they're grown-ups. That makes more sense. So I think we're good. I'm going to escape out of here. Oh, I didn't turn auto butcher on. Shit. Shift B. Start auto butcher. There we go. Brilliant. Oh, that's going to make keeping the fortress uninfested with animals much easier. It's also going to mean our tannery starts working. Oh, cats marked for slaughter. Dogs marked for slaughter. What? Okay, maybe I did that wrong. No, it's fine. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Everybody stop panicking. I don't know why you panic so much, you lot. You're so panicky. The script is smart enough to kill the youngest babies and older adults. Oh, cool. The McFarlane's bear was apparently a massive yellow-furred bear that charged the Inuit hunters that came upon it but was gunned down by hunters. It was extremely far from the grizzlies' range during the period, which led to McFarlane to say the bear was its own species as it was larger and didn't resemble the polar bear. Ah, interesting. I bet there's none of those left, if they're not the hybrid bears. Right, let's unpause, let this game resume, go back up to the surface. Looks like the flooring's nearly in for the temple. Have I still got orders in for granite blocks? No. Let's order some more blocks. Rock blocks, please. Thank you. I would like to order 200 of these motherfuckers. Oh, yes, that's right. I called them motherfuckers. And details, I would like... Oh, that's the wrong thing. There we go. Details, I would like to make them out of granite. There we go. Because we've got a lot of granite on the go. Good stuff. Okay, what else can we do here? Let's head down a couple of floors. Start thinking about some stockpile activity because... Oh, doors. Oh, there's no order for doors. I just noticed. Ah. Okay. Q. No wonder we haven't got any doors. In fact, let's not type in door. Let's type in rock door specifically. There we go. How many do I want? Shit. Let's go for a nice round 50. It's way more than we actually need probably, but it's good to have a nice little stockpile. And I am going to be putting in some proper stockpiles soon as well. Because, frankly, what we've got right now is a horrible mess. Where do I want to store all this shit? You know what? I've just realised we need more bins. We've got a load of cut gemstones just sitting on the floor. Wooden bins are the best in my mind. Although our carpenter's workshop is probably absolutely stuffed with beds at the moment. I need to get more of those bad boys down. In fact, let's find some rooms that don't have beds in yet. There we go. These are supposed to have beds in. Sorry, just having a music moment. Bear with me. I will talk some more. Don't worry, I've not gone silent. Well, I mean, I did go silent for a little while, but I've not gone permanently silent. No! There we go. Bung in some more beds. Wow, we really have got a lot of beds. Maybe even dig out some more bedrooms. That kind of makes sense. Oh yeah, we just had a migrant wave, didn't we? Maybe I should pause and have a look on the old therapist screen, see what's going on. Brace your eyeballs, everybody. If you're in a dark room, now is the time to squint a little because we're going to an almost pure white screen. Are you ready? Are you ready? There we go. We're over there. Still a few. There's still sightings of McFarlane's bears and the Russian Bergman's bear to this day, but nothing has gotten to where they could confirm them as their own species. So it's been led to believe they're either extinct or they're actually grizzly polar hybrids. They've wormed their way into the realm of cryptozoology due to this fact. I do like it when a cryptozoological creature turns out to be real, but it's never Bigfoot, is it? Never Bigfoot. Right, we had 71 adults, 3 children and 12 vulnerable sweet babies. Let's read the dwarves and see how it's changed. Whew. There was a few in that last migration wave. Let's have a little peek at them and see what they're like. 2? Oh, that's the Borns. Hang on a second. Got another vampire. What is this? Why have we suddenly got this influx of vampiricism going on? Are there any interesting skills in this little lot? I'm not seeing any big numbers. I'm not seeing any big, exciting numbers. Lots of 2s and 1s. Yeah. Boring. Very boring. Okay, let's go over to the military screen, see if anyone's got a bit of pep in their step with that. Hello, here's our vampire. How many kills? 99 humans. They all seem very keen on drinking human blood, don't they? They're all about it. This guy's got a kill. What have you killed? He's killed a dwarf. Of course he fucking has. We've got a lot of murderers in our fortress. Not many with great skills, though. What are you good at? You're a pikeman. Why so many of them? A swords dwarf. Oh, nice. 2 swords dwarfs. Well, you know what? I'm not even going to check what you do, otherwise you're going in the military. Assigned to squad, the Lances of Gilding, and where's the other 3 one? There he is. Tobal. No, not Trist, Tobal. There we go. Assigned to squad, the Lances of Gilding. Commit. Good. Okay, so we do have another vampire, Moldath. He needs to be assigned to the squad, the Oceanic Ropes. There we go. And then, actually, let's do check what these swords dwarves do in their day-to-day. Oh, a metalsmith. Interesting. We do have other smiths in the fortress, though, so we don't really need to worry about you too much. And what was the other one? Military. There we go. This guy, Tobal. What do you do, Tobal? He's gone. There he is. Nothing. He's a peasant. He's a skillless peasant. Well, he's going into the military, so everything's going to be fine. Just fine. He will go to the sacrificial chamber immediately, Buckshot. Let's get that sorted, in fact. Now he's in the military. Just unpause it. Press M. Shmeliork, Kogan, Nanirber. Wait a minute. Kogan, is he the only other? What? Did I accidentally put the vampire in the Lances of Gilding? No. Sorry, I'm just going back. His name is Moldath Ficodinets. Oh, I put him in the Lances of Gilding. No, I put him in the other one. That's fine. So he's not shown up here in the Oceanic Ropes. Why? Let's unpause for a second. Let it roll on for a bit. Okay, that's enough pausing. Oh, sorry, enough waiting for it to work on. Let's go and look at our military screen again. Interesting. He's been assigned to the squad, but he isn't appearing. Why? Why? Why aren't you turning up? What can we do to get this Moldath character to get himself captured, I wonder? I say captured. I mean, locked up in a room and thrown into a volcano, but whatever. And 3 bloody vampires. This is getting pretty bloodsucky, really. I mean, we do need to start thinking about getting a little bit of anti-vampire stuff going, just in case we miss one. Because, you know, it took me a while to actually go and take a look at this migration wave. So, you know, he could have killed someone before we got there. Oh, actually, he's not bad as a doctor? Nah, sorry. He's only 50% or so adaptable to it. Not ideal. Oh, excuse me. Big yawns. Big yawns. Let's have a quick look over here. It's getting a bit late, actually. I feel like at 3:15 in the morning, I'm probably allowed to call time on the stream. Have we got any European and UK viewers still watching, or is it just me? Is it just me streaming from this neck of the woods? Has it all shifted over to Canadians and Americans now? Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, let's let the mystery of the vampire... Oh, Tidy's still here. Good stuff. Let's let the mystery of the vampire roll on till next time. We'll find that sucker at the beginning of next session. Just like this session. It's kind of nice and circular, isn't it? It works well. And I am going to save this game, and we're going to raid somebody else in the Dwarf Fortress category, just so they get a little bit of love from my viewer count, which I am sure has gone down significantly. Let's get out of here and head over to the home screen, and we'll get rid of Simon Swearer as well. There we go. A bit of silence in the old ears. So, is there anything I need to say before we call time? If you're interested in watching more of my streams, I stream Mondays and Thursdays, late night UK time. I do occasionally do daytime streams, but it's not common. I do want to do more, but it's finding the time, really. If you have any suggestions or questions, you can find my Discord. There'll probably be a link appearing in chat relatively quickly. There's lots of people in there. It's actually quite lively. There are conversations there, but it's not overwhelming. Personally, because I do this to all Discords I'm a member of, except for my own, I would mute it anyway, just in case, because those little notifications are quite annoying, you know. And if someone really wants to talk to you, they'll at you. It will be fine, unless you don't want that, in which case, hopefully they won't. We'll see. Anyway, let's take a look at the other streams now and see who we're raiding. I'm assuming QPO's still going to be going. I need to post the links. Which links? The links. I'll do some commands in chat. If I put the Discord one in, that's a good place for anybody to catch up with me if I forget anything else. Oh, there we go. There's the link to that. Oh, yeah, I should do the Google Drive one as well for the full version and the sign-up sheet, just in case anyone is interested in playing along and then having me take a peek at their fortress at the end of this whole process, which should be late this month or early January. We'll see how it goes. Google Drive. That link that Tidy posted in chat is to the embark files for this particular fortress. But this one I'm posting the link to now is actually my entire lazy noob pack folder with Dwarf Fortress all zipped up, clocking in at a tidy 827 megabytes. So maybe you don't want to download that, maybe you do. It's up to you. There is a smaller version available. And I will also put a link to the sign-up sheet if you want me to mention like a Twitch channel or that kind of thing when I'm looking at your fortress. Where's OBS? There's OBS. This is the link to the full archive of Lazy Noob Pack. It's World 2 if you use that. There is another world for the last fortress in there, the last Cryptbeards fortress. And the final link, of course, is going to be sign up sheet if I can find it. There it is. Come on. Come on. I don't actually know. We've had 4 responses so far. 4 responses. So 4 people have said they want their fortress to have a little inspection, so to speak. I'll click send. Go for the link. Copy it. Copy. There we go. And then paste in chat. Oh, there we go. That's, sorry, that one there. That's the link to the Google Drive. There's that. Anyway, it's been a genuine pleasure streaming for you. Once I've decided who to raid, I will send you off there and go to bed. Cupo's got 9 viewers. Ox2's got 3 viewers. But you know what? We know Cupo. We know and love Cupo, and he was here earlier. So let's go and raid Cupo. No problem, Tidy. More than welcome. You're more than welcome. Raid space K-E-U-P-O. K-E-U-P-O. He's a guy called Cupo. There we go. Don't know how many views we've got. Let's have a quick cheeky look. 7. Wow. We went down from the heady heights of 20-something. Well, that's obviously fucking wrong because 8 people have just signed up for the raid. So, hey. Hey-ho. Anyway, thanks for watching. It's been a genuine pleasure streaming for you. Hopefully you've enjoyed yourself and maybe our paths will cross again. Please enjoy Cupo's fortress. It's very good looking. He's very good at making them pretty. Bye-bye.